friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan, and today I have another Mythical Mail Monday for you, as we do every Monday. This Monday I have a book haul for you. I kind of just do book hauls at this point whenever I accumulate enough books that it feels appropriate for a book haul. So as always, we're going to start with our book box books. So if you don't want any spoilers for what has been in recent book boxes such as Fairy Loot or Illumicrate, go ahead and skip to this time. Alright, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what order or what boxes these came from. They've just been sitting in a pile, so I really don't remember. I could probably distinguish between Fairy Loot and Illumicrate, but don't hold me to that. We're just gonna go through the pile here. So first up we have The Honey Witch by Sydney J. Shields. And I absolutely adore this edition because of the honeycomb edges. It just feels so appropriate for this book. I'm excited to read it. I believe, again, don't hold me to this, I believe this is Fairy Loot Romantasy, but it could have also been the Fairy Loot Adult. I really do not recall. I know it's Fairy Loot, but I don't remember which version of the Fairy Loot box it came in. Also Fairy Loot, but I do know that this one was Romantasy. This was A Curse of Blood and Wolves. And then we also have the sprayed edges on this one. Fairy Loot has honestly been killing the special edition game recently. They've been doing sprayed edges, under the cover dust jackets, and well, under the cover hardcover embossing plus alternative dust jackets on the back side of the dust jacket. And then they've also been doing end pages, which is like the page here with lots of illustration. So overall they're just really doing well with the special edition game, and honestly Illumicrate's not too far behind, if at all. I think they're also doing really well at the special edition game. So you already kind of got a sneak peek of this one, but this was The Temptation of Magic by Megan Scott. I believe that this was Illumicrate if I remember correctly. Oh no, it was Fairy Loot, so this one must have been Illumicrate. See, I told you I wasn't gonna remember which boxes came in what. So Fairy Loot, and then I believe this one was Illumicrate then. Evocation, not sure how to pronounce that. No, this is also Fairy Loot. Are these all Fairy Loot? Okay, maybe we don't have... Oh, that's right. Illumicrate's box, May box, is delayed and we haven't received June yet, so we wouldn't have an Illumicrate. So these are all Fairy Loot. So I believe these two were the adults. I believe this next one I'm going to show was Darker by 4. I believe this is a YA. And then I believe these two were Romantasy. I could be 100% wrong, but no, I think Temptation of Magic was YA as well, because I think it just came in the most recent box I unboxed. So overall, those are our Fairy Loot books and our book box books. Alright, moving on. You no longer need to worry about spoilers. We have all the books I've pre-ordered, so we'll start with just the generic ones. Not generic, but more so fantasy, doesn't really tie to anything else. So we have Heavenbreaker by Sarah Wolf, and this one I'm very excited about. I even received an ARC of it from Entangled, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. Or Red Tower. Red Tower I believe is also the publisher that does Fourth Wing. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure it is, because I remember the whole like rumor mill stirring up when there was going to be a new undisclosed Red Tower book, which ended up being the Fourth Wing Holiday Edition. So yeah, we have Heavenbreaker. We've got Sweet Nightmare by Tracy Wolf. And then we have 5 Broken Blades by May Cortland. Speaking of 5 Broken Blades, we'll move on into my ARCs. And if you aren't familiar with that term, ARC is ARC, which stands for Advanced Reader Copy. So these are books that I receive from publishers in exchange for a review. I received 5 Broken Blades. I was not anticipating receiving this one. I had pre-ordered it already. I was really looking forward to it. So receiving it for a review is pretty cool, and I'll need to do that soon. speaking of arcs, I also have Ghost Smith, you guys. If you don't know, Nikki Palpretto is my favorite author of all time. She wrote, oh, you can't even see it in this shot, but this is my Crown of Feathers shelf, and Crown of Feathers is one of my favorite series of all time, and I talk about it a lot on this channel, so if you're new, you'll hear about it a lot. But her new duology, Bonesmith and Ghostsmith, are complete, well, complete, but Ghostsmith is yet to release. But I did receive the advanced reader copy. However, Nikki was kind enough to send me the manuscript when I was in brain surgery recovery, so I have already read this. But I'm so thankful to have an ARC, and I will definitely be doing some sort of read along or reading challenge or something leading up to the Ghostsmith release, so stay tuned. And I definitely want to do a giveaway for Ghostsmith as well. I think I'm going to do the giveaway before the read along or reading challenge or whatever I end up doing this time. That way I don't run into the issue I did last time with the person had already bought the book for the challenge, so there was no book to get because they already owned it. So stay tuned for that. Moving on, I did pre-order 2 Disney themed books. We have Beyond the Isle of the Lost, which is part of the Descendants series, but this is specifically Wonderland, and I think that this is a tie-in to the new movie featuring Red, so I'm interested to see how I feel about this. Alice in Wonderland has never been one of my favorite storylines, but I did enjoy the Descendants series and just the concept of like the kids of the villains, so I'm looking forward to seeing if I enjoy this. And then also in that Disney theme, I got Straight On Till Morning. This is part of the Twisted Tales series, and if you aren't familiar with the Twisted Tales, they are the specifically Disney story retelling. So obviously there's tons of Cinderella retellings and Cinderella stories out there. However, we're going off of the specific Disney story, and then they ask a question to kind of twist that story, if you will. So for example, I believe like Rapunzel, I read that one, and it was, what if Mother Gothel drank from the wrong flower, or like used the wrong flower. I believe that Merida was like, what if the witch had given Merida a different spell. So it just kind of puts a twist on that Disney story. So there is one called Straight On Till Morning, and it is a Peter Pan twist, and they have started releasing graphic novels and like adaptations, I guess you could say, of those novels. So this is the Straight On Till Morning graphic novel. I believe they've only done 2 so far. I think they've just done Part of Your World, which is the Little Mermaid one, and then Straight On Till Morning. So I'll keep you guys updated if I hear about more of the graphic novels being released, because I do enjoy a graphic novel myself. So I'm excited to get into this. Then I have a Star Wars book. If you guys are new, or this will be new information obviously, but if you have been following my channel for a while, you know that I have been reading through the Star Wars High Republic series. Well, genuinely the whole Star Wars universe in chronological order. However, the High Republic series is supposed to be the prequel to everything, so I've started with that. I do have a video coming soon, hopefully next week, of the High Republic phases like timeline, so you guys can get a kind of general idea of what order to read these books in. But I did receive the new one that just released, which is Temptation of the Force. So it looks like Avar Kriss is on this one. She's my favorite character from the High Republic era, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And I believe this is part of phase 3, which is also chronologically ordered 3 in the series. So stay tuned for that timeline video. Again, hopefully that's coming next week, I believe. I've been mapping out my timeline of what content I'm ordering and releasing when, so hopefully we can stay up to date with that. And then I just have some sequels here. I have Burning Crowns, which is the 3rd book of the Twin Crowns trilogy. We have see if it's behind me. Yeah, we have Twin Crowns here, and then Cursed Crowns, and Burning Crowns is third. So that is to finish that trilogy. And then I also have Lore Olympus Volume 6. I also have Volume 7 on pre-order, so that one should be coming, I believe, in July or August, I think is when it releases. But we have this one, and I kind of been waiting for all of the series to be released before reading through it, but I might start soon because I've just been eyeballing the series for a while on my shelf now, and I really want to get to it, and I just haven't because I am a binge reader, so I just wanted to binge the whole series and I didn't want to have to wait for one to release. But I don't know, I might get into it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, if I should go ahead and start reading it now or if I should just wait until they're all released and binge. I don't know, we'll see. And then finally we have 2 books that I got from my dad. He went to a yard sale and asked if I needed any of these. Both of these are part of the Shadow Hunters series, which I have yet to read. Still need to do that, but I've been trying to get hardbacks of the whole series, so I needed Lord of Shadows and City of Heavenly Fire, both in hardback, so he picked those up for me for like $1 each, so super good deal. But overall, that is my current most recent haul. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you've hauled recently down below in the comments. I'd love to chat about it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. I believe the next video is going to be, oh wait, I think I'm getting ahead of my brain when I'm talking about the Star Wars timeline. I think the next video is the Star Wars timeline because I'm filming this ahead of time, so this won't release till next week, which means I believe the next video will be the timeline, so that'll work out perfectly. I'm speaking to you from the past. Ooh. That is where my brain is at when I do videos like this. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I'll check you in my next video. Bye friends.